All right, well here we are. Another midweek trip to the property. Got a few things on the agenda. Well, I have one thing on the agenda, and that's to install the new battery in the boat and see if I can get it started. So, without any ado, let's get the battery out of the car, take it over to the boat, uncover it, and get it installed and see what happens. Crossing the fingers. Let's go. It's full of water. It hasn't happened in a while. I guess I wasn't careful enough when I put the cover back on last time. Not good. Okay, well there's the old battery. It's all hooked up. Like I said, it's 2021, so it's only 3 years old, but it's been sitting for 2 years. And even though I had it unhooked, it was dead. I charged it up, and it didn't come back all the way. So we need to take it out, put the new battery in, and see if that does the trick. Because we got it to crank over, but we couldn't get it to start. And it could be because of that guy right there, that MSD box, ignition box. The MSD ignition box requires 12 volts to fire. So under crank, it was cranking kind of slow. I'm thinking that we didn't get 12 volts out of it. It's a pretty nice little boat as far as engine goes. It's an older boat, but it's had an upgrade. This boat came with a V6 in it, and now it has 350, so a 5.7 liter. It has MSD ignition, MSD coil. It's got the Thumper Power MCO exhaust system that goes through the transom. I had to put baffles in it because it was a little loud. It's got a Edelbrock intake and carburetor, so it's got some hot rod parts on it. But that doesn't mean it's going to start. Well, we're going to say it's going to start. I know it's got fuel because when I cranked it last time, there was fuel up to the carburetor. There's fuel in the tank. I also treated that fuel before I parked it with Stabil, so it should be fine. It may run a little funky, but it'll run fine. It should run. But I don't think I had spark last time because I got nothing. No fire, no nothing out of the thing. So, let's change that battery and see how it goes. This will fit. This is a new end, a new eye for this electrical fitting that's bad down here. Right here you can see it. May have to, it doesn't fit real good. It's too tight, but if I can get it down there and get that pushed in, then I can crimp it. Battery died on the camera, so you didn't hear what I told you earlier, and that was when you are unhooking the battery, make sure you unhook the negative cable first. That way you don't short anything out when you in case you touch the positive and the wrench to ground somewhere. Now this boat doesn't have a chassis ground, but it has an engine ground. So if I were to touch the negative cable to the engine itself, it would short out, cause lots of sparks, and could cause other problems. Now I got to hook up the negative cables. let's give it a try.
Alright, all the gauges are on. Now if it does start, I'm not going to let it run very long because I need to hook it up to a water supply. I'm going to give it a couple of pumps. I smell gas. We got gas. We don't seem to have any spark. Oh no, there's gas going in there. Lots of it. I have to go get some supplies, electrical supplies. I'll be right back. This here's that switch that went bad. This here's the jumper I made for it. It looks like it's fine, but we'll put a meter on it and see. Okay, well there's power here. Got power at the ignition switch. Well, now I'm not sure what to do. I've got power at the ignition switch. I've got power going out of the ignition switch, but I got no power back here to the coil. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to scratch my head on this one. Maybe get on the internet, do some looking around. Okay, I am going to test the MSD ignition box to see if it is functioning. It's fairly simple. Turn the key on, disconnect the coil wire, turn the key on, unplug the MSD box from the distributor. There's two wires. Take a paper clip or a piece of wire. You jump the two leads together, which shorts them out, and it should cause a spark on the coil wire. If it doesn't, then the box is not working properly, or the coil's bad. Either one, I guess. So we'll check that out right now. First I have to find that wire and unplug it, and it's not up where you can get to it easy, sadly. That's unplugged. You have to set the coil wire up someplace near ground so it'll spark. That should do it. Nope. Nope. Nothing. I guess the box is bad. Let's try it one more time. Time for more research. That didn't pan out. So far it's telling me the box is bad, but I'm not positive yet. Okay, we're going to test the ignition coil, run an ohm test on it, and see if it's good. And then before I do that, I have to unplug the leads that go from the coil to the ignition box, the controller box. There's no way to know if the controller box is doing its job if the coil's not working itself. So this is an older box. It doesn't have an LED light that tells you it's working. So we have to check the coil. Okay, the coil leads are unplugged. Primary winding should be 0.4 to 2. That's one of the outsides to the inside. coil's bad. There's a dead short in the windings. That shouldn't be too big a problem. I'll pull the coil off and we'll get another coil for it. And maybe I'll come back up here tomorrow and put it on and see if that does the trick. Hopefully it does. Really is a pain working on this boat. Just saying. When it's running, it's great. But when it has a problem... Anyway, thank you for watching. God bless you. I know there wasn't a lot of content here. A lot of it on my part was research and finding tools. So there you go. But we appreciate you. We'll see you next time on the Homestead. God bless you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share it with your friends. Leave us a comment. Bye now.